Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Economic Development, Trade and Employment. Minister, the Southwestern Ontario Development Fund was meant to create jobs in my region. The unemployment rate is nearing double digits in London and Windsor. The people of Southwestern Ontario don't need a slush fund to benefit one political party. To make sure the money flowed to communities that really needed it and not just to connected friends, we, the NDP, amended Bill 13 to create an independent board to make decisions about the fund. Instead, the government played political games and didn't proclaim the independent board with royal assent. When will the minister proclaim the entire bill, including the independent board, to guarantee Southwestern Ontarians that their funds aren't being used to win by-elections?
Good question. Minister of Economic Development.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the question, and the member knows well. My ministry provided her with a briefing on this exact issue last week. I believe that they're going to be meeting with a member of her staff later this week to discuss moving forward. And our intention, of course, is to implement a process which provides the accountability that already exists. You know, when this fund, unfortunately, last April the 1st, this fund was closed for a period of 7 months, actually, largely because the official opposition had various shenanigans and refused ultimately to support the bill. Appreciate the fact that the NDP did, but so if we had proclaimed that particular aspect, it would have meant that the funds would have, both the Southwestern and Eastern Ontario funds, would have been closed for up to an additional 1 year.
Answer.
We weren't prepared to do that. We felt it was important to continue with accountability, but flow the funds to those important businesses.
Minister, we understand that the ministry has a list of more than 20 companies approved for Southwestern Ontario Development Fund investment, but the minister is sitting on this list and no one knows who they are. It seems the minister is waiting until the by-elections to make announcements and when it works for Liberals, and not when it works for the companies who have been waiting for these funds and who want to create jobs in communities like London and like Windsor. This bill passed the legislature in the final days of the Kitchener-Waterloo by-elections. 7 months later, people in Southwestern Ontario are still waiting for leadership. Is the minister going to use these announcements to play politics in Southwestern Ontario, or will the minister provide the list of the projects that have ministerial approval right now, today?